Further evidence today that the UK economy might well be heading for recession, as the number of UK companies that are failing is rising sharply. The Guardian reports a 13-year high in UK business insolvencies, taking us all the way back to 2009 and the aftermath of the global financial crisis. Now, the number of business insolvencies or business failures is widely seen as a leading indicator of the economic cycle, pointing to slower growth and indeed the possibility, perhaps the probability, of a recession in the UK for the rest of 2022 and into 2023. So here's the data. 5,629 firms went bust in the second quarter of 2022. There's been a steep rise in total company insolvencies and also creditor voluntary liquidations, or CVLs. Now, CVL is a type of insolvency when the shareholders of a business pass a resolution, they vote that the company be wound up voluntarily. And this is especially common among smaller businesses. Take a look at this chart. This shows the number of company dissolutions in the UK cumulative in 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. By the way, the hiatus there was that the data wasn't being collected during the first pandemic. But if I show you the chart for 2022, already you can see that the number of business failures is significantly above what we saw last year, pointing to a very difficult economic situation. So small businesses in particular are experiencing pain at present. The costs of meeting soaring energy bills, even with some UK government support for the next 6 months. They're facing difficulties in paying the existing debts because the interest rate on debt is going up. We're moving from a cost of living crisis to a cost of borrowing crisis at the moment. Small businesses having to cope with the climbing cost of raw materials, basic inputs used in production, supply chain disruptions affecting them, and likewise the perennial problem of late payment from customers. And the wider issue, of course, is that the whole economy is going into recession. So people having to cut back on their spending on goods and services. That leads to falling consumer demand, which then, of course, affects the revenues, the profits, and the cash flow of small businesses. So the number of company failures is an important indicator to look at during this crucial stage of the UK economic cycle.